All right, guys, 3 p.m. That means we can start it off with our first stretch break of the week. Thank you guys for joining me. My name is Luis, health fitness specialist with Exos at Autodesk. All right, guys, so to start out, we're going to start out kind of nice and slow on the ground today, and then we're going to slowly progress into a little bit more movement as we go along through this stretch break, hopefully leaving you guys with the blood flowing just enough to kind of keep you energized and finish off the rest of the workday. So let's start laying down here in our space on our backs. Let's go ahead and start off with those knees bent, so the feet on the ground. Feet a few inches apart, about hip width apart. You can spread those arms out into a nice T. We're going to start off with something nice and relaxing. What we're going to do is just a little bit of lower back rotations. We're going to let those knees just kind of slowly fall out to one side. You can let those hips twist a little bit. And then let those knees flow all the way over to the other side. Let them fall all the way down. Just go as far as you feel comfortable with going. I want to avoid any pain or discomfort here. We're just looking to kind of open up the low back and the hips a little bit, just slowly switching them over from side to side. Taking some nice breaths, big exhales. It's going to be a good moment to kind of let your mind be free of anything that's work related that might be the forefront of your attention. Just kind of be present here. Let those legs flow side to side. Just let all that wash away. Good job, you guys. Just a couple more here. All right, last one each side. All right, sweet. All right, let's bring those knees back up into the middle. Feet are still going to be on the ground. Now what we're going to do is just take care of one leg at a time here. So I'm going to start with my right leg. Right leg's going to go up in the air. My knee is going to stay a little bit bent here. What I'm going to do is interlace my fingers on my hamstring here, the back of my thigh. And just kind of hold my leg up here. So I'm not using my quads or my hip flexors to hold my leg up. My hands are just holding my leg up here. I'm still bent at the knee. And so what we're going to do now is move from that ankle. So let me point my toes up towards the ceiling as high as I can. And then I'm going to bring my heel up as high as I can. That's where we're going to get the tension. So let's slowly alternate between those two. Try to bring the heel up as high as you can into as much tension as you can handle each time. And we're kind of stretching out the calf, maybe the hamstring a little bit. Maybe you're feeling this in the low back. All are acceptable places to be feeling it. We just want to make sure that it's reasonable tension and nothing too uncomfortable. Try and get a little further each time if you can. Good work, guys. All right, one more each way. Heel up, then toes up. All right, nicely done. You can let that knee bend slowly and bring that foot back to the ground. All right, same thing on the other side. So let's go through it again, bringing that leg up, interlacing those fingers on the leg. So now you're holding the leg, you're not holding the leg up with the hip flexors or the quads. Let's point those toes up, trying to move just from this left ankle now. Heel up as high as you can. We're just alternating here. Now, if you find yourself not getting enough tension because you're a little too bent in the knee, try and take your knee close to being straight. Don't take it all the way straight, but get it pretty close. Probably be able to develop some more tension there. Good work, guys. Good work. Keep it going. All right, last one each way. Heel up, big stretch. Point those toes, and then let's let that knee bend and come back to the ground. Nicely done, guys. Nicely done. Okay, we're going to get up off the ground now. Feel free to roll onto your side and then come up. That's usually the most comfortable way for most people. And then we're going to come into a nice half kneeling position. So that means one knee down on the ground, and the other foot's going to be out here in front to support us. So again, we're going to get into a nice hip flexor stretch. This is probably a stretch you see me and my colleagues do a lot. That is because it is super, super important, and these muscles get really, really tight based on our general lifestyle. So might seem like kind of overkill, but they're super, super important. You can never get enough of these stretches. So with that knee that's on the ground, we want to squeeze the glute. For me, it's on my left side, so I'm squeezing my left glute. Tailbone is tucked, tummy sucked in here. I'm going to push the hips forward just slightly, find some good tension here in the front of my left hip. And then when you're ready, if you're doing okay with balance, we can raise that left arm up to the ceiling and then slowly reach up overhead just a little bit, still maintaining that glute squeeze and that nice tension. Let's take a couple breaths here, solid tension here. Good work, guys. All right, bring that arm down. Come out of that position and that tension here for a moment. All right, deep breath. Let's go right back into it. Tailbone tucked, same side here. Squeeze that glute. Move the hips forward just a little bit so you can find that really solid tension here in the front. Raise that arm up as high as you can. Slight reach overhead. We're holding and breathing. All right, guys, let's bring that arm down, release that tension, and switch on over to the other side. All right, guys, squeezing that right glute, tuck that tailbone, same thing as the other side. Try and find that same tension if you can. You might notice a slight difference, that's all right. When you're ready, get that arm up, reaching slightly overhead, and then breathing. Good work, guys. All right, time to release that tension just here for a moment. Take a quick breath. Let's go back into it. So tuck that tailbone. Right glute is squeezing super hard. Don't turn that glute off. We're finding that tension in the front as we push the hips forward a little bit, and then that right arm finishes it off, and we'll breathe. Good work, you guys. Bring that arm down. Slowly release that tension. All right, let's come up onto our feet now. Last part of the stretch break, and as promised, we're gonna get the blood flowing just a little bit more by doing some air squats. Now we're gonna do a little bit of tempo with the air squats, which means we're gonna move with certain time intervals through this movement. So going down, we're going to be trying to split that into 3 seconds. We're going to spend 1 second at the bottom and then use 1 second to squeeze those glutes and come back up. We'll shoot for about 10. So let's establish that nice squat stance. Everyone's squat stance is a little bit different. Make sure we're heel, big toe, little toe with those arches up, kind of gripping the ground with our feet. Keep that tummy nice and tight. 1, 2, 3, 1. And then let's bring it back up. There we go. Squeeze those glutes. All right. 1, 2, 3, 1. And then come back up. Good job, guys. 1, 2, 3, 1. Then we're back up. 1, 2, 3, 1. You guys are doing good. Focus on that glute squeeze and keeping that core nice and tight. 1, 1, 2, 3, and back up. 1, 2, 3, and back up. Good. That was 7, I think. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Last one here, guys. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, and we're coming back up. Whew. All right, that's all the time I have for you guys. I hope that got everyone's blood pumping just a little bit. Now, don't forget, we got the stretch break tomorrow at 2:30 with Jazzy. We have my boot camp class on Wednesday, usual time, 12 p.m. And then a stretch break after that at 3 o'clock. And then exercise with Exos with the whole team Thursday at 12. Hoping you guys will join us. We always look forward to you guys coming and being with us on the stretch breaks and the workout classes. Hope everyone is staying safe, and let's have a good week. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Luis.